Yo, yo, yo.
Hey, what's going on?
What's going on? We're by the Heilige Moshe Yosef over here.
Awesome. Let's Shteign.
Where's the
Let's try.
video?
His video doesn't work.
Great excuse.
Yeah, there's someone else coming in.
Now he owes me a bracha, whoever that guy is.
It's Blonde. You know Blonde.
Oh, tell him he owes me a bracha.
I owe you a bracha?
Yeah, it's not an excuse. It doesn't work.
You could be in the bathroom for all we know.
Now he owe me two brachas.
We'll put your video on and then we'll talk.
I'm sorry, my friend. I'll get those two brachas later.
Yeah, dude, you got him 2 brachas.
Well, where's your video?
It's broken.
It doesn't work like our tzaddik friend over here said already.
Doesn't work? We'll call the company and we'll pay for it. Now it's working. I'll get someone else.
No, someone else has Dukes. What up, Dukes? In sunny Cancun.
How you guys?
Shteign-
Not bad. I'm
Shteign
hiding out
in
for
there.
the sun, you know?
Yeah. Yo, what's up, David?
Not a Sun fan. I
Not a
prefer
Slim
the
fan.
Ukraine, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear ya. But we love the sun. But we love the sun, but we don't celebrate sun holidays like Christmas. You know, that's Mithros. Christmas is Mithros. Take a look. You want to see what Mithros looks like? Take a look at the Statue of Liberty. Okay, we got Moshe Yosef Blonde, and we got, what's the baby's name?
Lisa Sarah.
Elisa Sarah Shlita, also joining us today. All right.
You see those Kedushim on the glass? Your friend should be Zoicha for them.
Oh, man. Should be Zeicha. All right, so Tana Rabbanan. Maisa Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai, Shai Reichev al Chamor, Vayem Halik B'derech. So he was on a Chamor, he was on a donkey, and he was making moves. Rabbi Elazar ben Aruch Mechamer Acharav. So Rabbi Elazar ben Aruch was donkeying after him.
Donkey?
He was donkeying. It's a verb. You ever hear of it?
Going after him on a donkey.
He was Mechamer afterwards. Mechamer Acharav. You know what I'm saying? Amar lo Rebbe. He says, Shana li perek echad b'maisa merkava. He's like, Rebbe, can you teach me something in maisa merkava over here? He says, Amar lo. He says to him, Lo kach shanisi lechem. Did I not teach you the lo b'merkava b'yachid? He says, I can't in maisa merkava b'yachid. Doesn't the Mishnah change it to liyachid? Okay, but he says, listen, the card says moops. The Mishnah says b'yachid. So like, how can I teach it to you? Maybe he's like busting his chops a little bit, seeing if he's chacham made midaiso. So he says, El Inkin, I chacham made midaiso. I can't teach you. Amar lo, Rebbe, tarshini lomar lefanecha davar echad shelamariti. He's like, Rebbe, like, fine, you're not going to teach me. Allow me to teach you one thing that I learned, right? Davar echad shelamariti. Amar lo, amor. He's like, say it. Miyad yarad Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai me'ela chamor v'nis atev. Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai gets off of his chamor and he bounds himself in his palace. The Yashav, oh no, don't cry, it's okay, it's not scary because we are all chacham and maybe midai seinu. She's too young for the Merkava over here. You gotta, she wants to be held, bro.
You're too young. We'll talk
She wants
about
to
it
be
later.
held, bro. She wants to be held, youngster.
You know the shot in this tomorrow.
Oh, we're just learning. We're just saying. We're just reading the words over here. This guy's on his rocket ship.
Remember, Lamaiser, Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai didn't teach
Then
anything.
his Adef.
Rabbi Elazar ben Aruch.
Wait a second.
What do you mean, wait a second? What did he teach
He
you?
gets off right now. He gets off his chamor and his Adef. The Yoshev al Even Tachas Hazayis, and he sits on a stone under the olive tree. Amar lo Rebbe, why are you getting down? Amar, after I had the Dorj Maisa Merkava, the Shechina Imanu, we're going to start darshaning Maisa Merkava. The Shechina is going to be with us. The Malchei Hasharis, the Lavin Haisanu, and the Malchei Hasharis are coming with us. They're escorting us. The Ani and the Lavin are escorting us. Escorting us where? Escorting us up to the. Where are they escorting us?
What do you mean? Up to the Shammai?
They're malavin us.
When you do this, yeah.
They're malavin us. They're coming with us. They're escorting us. The Ani, while I sit down here stationary or while I'm going, the Ani archev al chamor, and I'm going to be riding on a chamor. So he says miyad bazach Rabbi Elazar ben Aruch b'maizer merkava.
But hold on.
V'darash, and so he starts
Yochanan
dancing.
ben Zakkai never taught him anything.
So Moshe Yosef. I have a tarot also.
You have one?
I have a tarot.
Yeah, no, because.
So right. So Rav Moshe, we gotta read the words.
Oh,
So Rav Moshe Yosef over here, is asking us a kasha. He's saying what? So he's not teaching anything. He says, so he's not teaching anything. But maybe we could say that by getting down and saying, listen, we're not going to learn this on Chamor is already like a lesson. That's maybe a lesson. No, so Moshe Yosef has a shot. Or maybe he's saying, maybe he's talking not teaching anything. That's the pshat. That's the pshat that he didn't teach him anything. But I'm saying maybe if like you're saying what is he teaching something, maybe you could say that there is a lesson in the fact that he gets off from the.
Or he thought, you know what? I thought you were wrong and you were ready for my summer cover, but then I saw what you're really holding.
Why?
You ain't ready. You
where
gotta
does
go
it say
back to
that?
second grade.
Where does it say that? Where does it say that?
You have to have a Messiah.
Where does it say that?
You do Chazar 101 times, so we mechavi to that. What do you mean?
So it's this state in Gemara, but Rav Moshe Yosef is reading things in. That's why I say Rav Moshe Yosef, you're on your rocket ship. Aliza, your tati is on his rocket ship.
No, you look at the footnotes in the Masifta, they'll probably bring that.
Oh, footnotes in Masifta. Look at this guy. This guy, he's telling me about Art Scroll. He's telling me about Art Scroll over here. We learn Gemara. We see what's Shteign Gemara, and then we take a look, and then we take a look into the Rashi. Okay, weiter. The Yarda Eish Min Hashamayim. So the fire comes down from Shamayim. B'siviva Kola Ilano Shebesada. So the fire goes and it circles all of the ilanotas that are in the sadeh. So he's saying fire, Kabbalah. I'm saying fire. It says state fire. Fire Abishter. Hello, Eish Ochlo. I have a puzzle when I say fire Abishter.
Yeah, so you see that it's fire, right?
It's fire.
That's why when you learn Torah, you have to have the fire like we have. I don't know where everyone's video is.
Listen, the video sometimes in, sometimes out.
Okay, bye.
Yo, Harry, he owes you 3 brachas now.
I'll take it.
Do they have a Gemara in front of them?
Some of them have Gemaras, some of them don't. Some of them are learning Torah Shabbat Bet. So, Paschu Kulan, so everyone, it says the Chora, you would say Shteign, but maybe this was a bigger group of people, and they just mentioned Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai or Elazar ben Aruch, because those are like the main guys in the story, right? But it says Paschu Kulan, the Amur Shira. So he's saying that Paschu Kulan is going in the trees. Meichel Tasty, that's going in the trees. The Amur Shira, Ma Shira, it could be both.
Keep reading. Look at the Shira. It's talking.
The Amru Alalu as Adonai Mina Aretz Taninim Kol Taninim B'Chol Domos 8 Spree B'Kol Arazim Hallelujah. So now that we see the puzzle, now we can say we're saying again that Moshe Yosef is on his rocket ship. He remembers learning this with Masifta. And so that's why he's telling us Masifta shots, art scrolls that he got from his grandfather, and he keeps them.
I learned this with the Messiah from Diary Dairos. Who did you learn this from?
Your baby's crying.
So what?
So I don't want to say don't cry, little girl. Okay, so Moshe Yosef was correct. It's the trees l'chayra from the hemshech of the pasuk. You got to read the words. Okay. So Nana Malach Mina Eish. So we're just learning that these malachim are fire. The chashmal, they're fire. We learned the psukim in Yechezkel about them, right? Eish Sovivo, Vinoga. So malachim come from the fire. Nana Malach Mina Eish ve'amar, and he says. And so what does the malach say? Hein Ma'aseh Merkava. He says, this that you guys are learning right now, this is Ma'aseh Merkava. But we don't know what they were learning. He just says Darash. That he was Darash. He says, this is Ma'aseh Merkava. Amar Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai. Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai gets up, V'nashko al Rosho, and he kisses him on the head. The Amar, and he says, Baruch Adonai Elohei Yisrael shenasan ben Avraham Avinu. He says, fortunate is Avraham Avinu. Blessed is our fathers, that they get our forefathers, or the God of Israel, that he gave a child, a lineage to Avraham Avinu, that he knows how to darshan. Moshe Yosef, we need you for the next part. We're going to see the Rashis. No, we finished the conversation. We need, but I'm going to do the Rashis for the next part. So there's no Rashi. So we're going right into it, right? Yesh na doresh ve'ein nor mekayim. So there's a not doresh. There's someone who's not doresh, but he's not mekayim. Not mekayim. There are people who like are so not doresh. He knows how to like say Torah, but he's not mekayim. But he's not great at like actually fulfilling it. And yesh na mekayim ve'ein na doresh. And there are those that they're not mekayim, but they're not doresh. Like they know how to like do all the mitzvahs and like they do them all and they're so from, but they don't know like how to explain what they're doing. They don't know how to darshan it. He says, Ada not doresh v'na mikayim. He says this guy, other than a rope, he's a chiddush. He's not doresh and he's not mikayim. Ashrecha Avraham Avinu Shalazar ben Aruch Yatzat Mecharatzayich. He says, fortunate are you, Elazar ben Aruch, that you're not that Avraham Avinu came out. That fortunate are you, Avraham Avinu, that Elazar ben Aruch came out of your loins. Ukishenemru adavar l'fnei Rabbi Yoshua. So when these things were said before Rabbi Yoshua, Hayahu v'Rabbi Yossi HaKohen mahalchim baderech. So now we go to another story, right? You got everyone with me? Everyone with me? We're learning these amazing stories over here. All right. So now we have another story. We're going to the second story. That when these things were said to Rabbi Yoshua, he was with Rabbi Yossi HaKohen, and they were going baderech. Now Rabbi Yossi HaKohen was also the father of the Ketzeis and the Nesivos. And so, so when these things was happening, Rabbi Yoshua, it was him and Rabbi Yossi HaKohen were walking. Amru, they'll say, Anu nirdosh Ma'aser Merkava. Like, yo, we want to also learn Ma'aser Merkava. Pasuk Rabbi Yoshua v'darash. Rabbi Yoshua is opened up and said, the Oso Ayom Tekufas Talmuz Haya. It was a very, 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 it was in the middle of the summer. It was. Niskashu Shamayim Ba'avin. But the skies became all cloudy. And every time in Yeshiva's Gula Show, we do a Shteign there. And we learn about the weather outside. There's always corresponding weather outside. That happened when we were learning about lightning, and that's happening now with the clouds. But we don't see any fire yet. But maybe the fire was Moshe Yosef Blond, whose presence we are requesting, but he's probably like I don't know, like ordering some new art scrolls or something. So it says it's Kashmayim Ba'avim. Venira Kamin Keshet Ba'anan. And so it looked like there was a keshet. It looked like there was a rainbow, never too far from a rainbow. A rainbow is HaKadosh Baruch Hu's anger management technique. He's like, yo, I'm going to destroy the world. But then he remembered he put a rainbow in the sky. And we know that the last pasuk in Yecheskel, it mentions that like it's a rainbow. And the Gemara in Yud Gimel Amud Beis, I think Yud Gimel Amud Aleph, right? Or Yud Dad Amud Aleph. It says that that those are the Yud Gimel Beis, I think. That the keshet, like those are not Yud Gimel Beis, Yud Dad Amud Aleph. That the keshet, those are the things that you're not supposed to be darshaning. That's the ikr of like those two psukim. The ikr of those two psukim. The last two psukim in the first paragraph of Yecheskel. And so it says, Kimara HaKeshet Asher Yeh Ba'anan B'Yom HaGeshem. Like HaKadosh Baruch Hu is described as Kechezu Kashta, like the sight of a keshet. It says Yair the Son. The Havi Ba'anana B'Yoma Demitra. That's in the clouds, in the days in the sky, the days of the clouds, days of the rain. Kain Chezu Zehora Schor. That was the sign of the shine that was around Anoga Saviv. Hu Hamareh Hu chezoi demus yikara dadonai. The kavod Hashem. It mara demus. The sight of the imagery of the kavod Hashem. Meaning we don't even have a sight of it. We just have a sight of an imagery. It's like 2 degrees. That's as much as Yechezkel can describe it. There, and I saw the and I fell on my face, and I heard a voice. So they're darshaning Ma'aser Merkava, and immediately again they see the Keshet Ba'anan. And so they see this Keshet Ba'anan. V'hayu malachei hashoyis miskadzin u'bayin l'shmoa k'bnei adam shemiskadzin v'bayin liros mizmunei chazam b'kala mizmutei chazam b'kala. So the way that these angels came to hear Ma'aser Merkava being darshan by Rabbi Yoshua was described as humans going to see mizmutei chazam b'kala. What is mizmutei chazam b'kala? Mizmutei chazam b'kala. So Zakt the Hela Garashi. Mizmutei Chazan, he says, Mine Schok Shemischakim Lifnehem, like the shtick that everyone runs to see, the shtick that the guests are doing for the Chazan and Kala. So now what's shot? Now I don't come to New York often, but I came in for Moshe Yosef's wedding somewhere in Baltimore. And we did different shtick. I don't know, someone came out with a hockey someone came out with like different like shirts that Steve used to wear during Blues Clues. We know that Moshe Yosef loves Blues Clues a lot. Because it's a big schus. That's what Rashi uses as his example for Simcha Shal Mitzvah. He says, "Kigon achnasas kala," but here they use a different mitzvah. They use that everyone wants to go see the shtick, and so that's how they came in. Everyone was like gathering in, and like also they do it in a circle. So like all the malachim were like gathering, and they were watching this yichud come to be, this connection. And so that's how so okay, fine. So now we heard 2 Maisers. One Maiser was the Yochanan ben Zakkai, Rabbi Elazar Aruch, that they went. The second Maiser was Rabbi Yoshua and Rabbi Yosef Cohen. They darshan the same thing, and there was Malachim. Now Rabbi Yosef Cohen is going to, it's like an inter-story. That was like, now I'm going to go tell Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai about this story. Like, yo, you have that famous story that you darshan Ma'aser Bereshis, and you saw those Malachim in the fire. Well, guess what? We saw Malachim coming like it was a wedding, and they were doing Mizmutei Chazim B'Kala. He said to Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai, V'amar, and Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai says, Ashreichem v'ashrei yoldechem. He's like, yo, you should be fortunate. You're fortunate, and your children are fortunate. Right? Ashreichem v'ashrei yoldechem. Moshe Yosef, come join us. The Malachim, we need the Malachim. The Mizmutei Chazim B'Kala. So, Ashreichem v'ashrei yoldechem. Ashrei einai shekach ra'u. Blessed are my eyes that this is what you guys saw, or that this is what they saw. The eyes saw.
Is anyone there?
Yeah, we got people.
Where's the video?
Yeah.
Where's their video?
Some of them, yes, video.
The videos are working.
No, David is here with the video working.
He's got a video?
Yeah.
He has the Gemara?
David Cable. He's a Halo guy. Yeah. What's up?
The blackout here. That's why I'm got no light.
Israel?
Yeah.
Really?
Just on my street.
Must have got the
Yeah, dude, it's such a pandemic. We do things with blackouts. Yo, David, I have a generator. We'll talk after Shir. Maybe I can lend it to your family so that you guys can have light.
Going back to the Eloinos, when there was a Malach there, some say that the Malach was created from the Limud HaTorah, from the Ma'aser Merkava, and we know that every single time you learn Torah, you create Malachim.
So it says Malachim. But yeah, there's Malachim.
Yeah, because multiple.
Multiple.
Because the Gematria Malach is the same as Amen. Every single time you answer Amen, you go to Shul every single day, of course, 3 times a day. every single Amen that you answer.
You going to show right now? You going somewhere?
Yeah, my wife's giving birth, but you can't just stop in the middle of learning to go. What do you mean? So they come along and they say that what? That the gematria of Amen is the same gematria as Malach, because every time you answer Amen, you create a Malach. And you know what? You could say Meya Brachos L'chol Yom. You know, there's a din in the Shulchan Aruch, Tur Shulchan Aruch, and Vav Al Pi the Gemara Masechus Menachos. There's a din.
What's up?
Yeah.
That's
right. But the point is that you look in the Shulchan Aruch, look at the Bergol, and there's a din. You could say Chayav Adnam Lomar B'chol Yom Meya Brachos. You have to say at least 100 brachos every time.
What's the shot?
You could do that. But you know what you can't do? You can't be a tzaddik if you don't go to shul. Why? Because what's a tzaddik? The tzaddik is gematria 90. Tzaddik also enter 90 amens. Unless you're going to shul, it's very hard to do that.
It's hard to say 100 amens.
You can't go to shul if you have to wear a mask.
Well, I can hang out at a restaurant.
Yeah, he said he's not going to shul because you have to wear a mask. I'm with it, bro. I'm with it. Better than be a chidus without a mask.
There's no shul with masks.
I don't know where you're living, buddy.
There's no shul with masks.
Where are you living?
He's in Eretz Yisrael. Where are you?
Yeah, you're
in Eretz Yisrael.
Where are you?
In Eretz Yisrael also.
You're in Chutzlar.
The Gemara tells us.
Oh, you know the Gemara is telling you to take Trumas and Meisters? Right there.
Will be lifted up.
Oh, will be.
Hold on.
Will be in the future. This guy's not living in the past. This guy's not living in the future. This guy's not living in the present.
The Dalit is the Kedusha.
How
are you going to say Kedusha without a minion? You need a
You
minion.
don't say it. There's no minion with masks.
There is no minion.
So go to a place without a mask.
You got to go without mask.
Okay. What's the Yud?
What's the Yud? No.
Kaddish. 10 Kaddishim every single day. You hear, you listen to it every single day. That's
why is the Dalit Kedusha? Kaddish?
You have four Kedushas. You know the Kedushas? In Birchas Kriyat Shema, you have one. Uvalet Zion, you have two. Chazor Sashash, Shachar and Chaz 4. Do the math. You don't need to take calculus.
And then what's the Kuf?
The Kuf is 100 brachas.
100 brachas. So where's the 90 amens from?
90 amens.
90 amens. 90.
90 is the bare minimum.
90. Where does it say that?
I'll be this board.
I'll be this board over here. There's the cue board. Shkaya. We're very proud of Moshe Yosef, you know? Shteign effect. Okay, so he says, Ashrechem Ashrei Yaldechem. Ashrei Einai Shekach Ro. Be'avani ve'adem be'chalomi mesovim. And also in my dream, we are sitting, we are leaning maybe. Mesubin. Hainu al Har Sinai. We were on Har Sinai. V'nasna aleinu bazko min hashamayim. And there was a bazko min hashamayim in my dream. All lekan, traveling gedalim matzos nose. So all of a sudden, like in every direction, there was this big hallway, or big hallway. Umatzos nose, motzos lachem. There were these beautiful matzahot, these beautiful matzahot, these beautiful like mattresses. Lachem biatem b'tamidechem muzmanim lekat shlishi. And you and your students and your students were invited to a third group. What is that third group? We got to see. Amy says the Gemara, is that true? It doesn't say in a brayza. Rabbi Yossi, Rabbi Yehuda, or Rabbi Yossi, Rabbi Yehuda says Shosha Hartzaot. There are three speakers. There are tee speeches. Rabbi Yoshua Hartza Devarim Lifnei Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai. So Rabbi Yoshua said things to Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai. Okay. Here we have Rabbi Yossi talking to Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai. Rabbi Yoshua would talk to Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai. Rabbi Akiva would tell before Rabbi Yoshua. And Rabbi Chananya ben Chakinai Harza before Rabbi Akiva. He would say over before Rabbi Akiva. Bilu Rabbi Elazar ben Arach Loka Chashiv. Right? So like Rabbi Elazar, they didn't mention him. So what are you telling me the story that Rabbi Elazar was darshaning to Rabbi Yoshua ben to Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai? Shalom, little Talmidah Chachama. You'll learn a lot of Gemara. You're gonna make your dad very proud. You're gonna be a big Talmid Chacham. Yeah, you
don't teach Nashim Gemara.
She can learn.
Gemara.
Nashim can learn Gemara.
Nashim can learn Gemara. What is this computer?
Nashim can learn Gemara. Also, Nashim can learn Gemara. Nashim can learn Gemara. Nashim can learn Gemara. Nashim can learn
Gotta
Gemara.
learn the sugya, man.
Yes, and keep her out of my base measure if you can't learn Gemara, because everyone here is learning Gemara.
Tell these guys something.
Yeah.
If you're interested in the sugya of women learning, you go to rabbiblond.com, go to the Gemara Be'in section. There's 3 shir in there, all the sources. If you have any questions, call me, not him.
Do it, call him. rabbiblond.com. So he says no, because like this, why didn't they list Rabbi Elazar ben Arach? It says the artzi v'artzu kamei kachashiv. If you were also like they're only counting people that are artzu that they gave over rewards, the artzi and artzu kamei, they also heard and learned from other people. Kachashiv. The artzi, but they give over rewards. The low artzu kamei, but they didn't give over rewards to them. Low kachashiv. That they didn't count. Right? So wait a second then. Chananya ben Chachinoi, the low artzu kamei, the kachashiv. But they counted Chananya ben Chachinoi, but we don't have any story of them darshaning in front of him. So how can they count him in that price up? Because if the artzi miha kamei says, wait, hold on. Remember the low artzi kamei b'kachashiv. Today the artzi they considered it that he taught Rabbi Akiva. So it says miha kamei man the artzi. So it says the artzi miha kamei, but in front of him man the artzi there was someone who did teach. Let's see Rashi over here. It says, so what, first of all, also we have to figure out what it means when it says the catch. Is your wife super pregnant? If you're getting ready?
She's going to hospital.
She's going to hospital right now.
How long do you guys go for?
We go until, we're going to stop right here. We're going to stop by Dalit Nichnasu, and we're going to do Arba Nichnasu tomorrow. But we're going a little bit.
You should never stop. The Rambam Paskins, until when is the person obligated to learn Torah? Until you die.
So we should go Shteign
Tova.
You never stop. Listen, one of these people, they came from a more modern background, you know, the co-ed schools and everything. I learned with this son, he wears a black hat now. The mother comes up to me and says, make sure he doesn't learn too much. I tell the mother, there's no such thing as too much.
No such thing.
Keep in mind, I'm not afraid to say it, even though they pay me to learn with them. Fire me, I don't care. There's no such thing as too much.
Amazing. You're lighting up the Talmidim over here. Sefer, so he says, so when he says that they're muzmanim in the dream, that he heard that you're invited to the third group, the third class. So it's the third class that sits before the Shekhinah. So now when it says that it's Artza Devar, that there are 3 people who were Martza, it's talking about being Martza Darash in Dafka Ma'aser Merkava. So they taught, but they also learned in front of them. Shahartza Livnei Acherim, the Acherim Hartzu Lefanav, like they're in a class. They spoke in front of some people in front of them, but we're not counting people who were just teaching but not also learning, right? So think about answers. But what about Chananya ben Chachinoi? So they say the arti miya kamei man the arti. So what does Rashi say? He says, Im lo hartu acherim lefanav. If there wasn't people that were teaching before him, who harta lifnei misha chazar veharta lifnei acherim. He was teaching in front of people, at least that they were teaching in front of people, and that people were teaching in front of them. Then misha chazar veharta lifnei acherim. Lekach therefore who's cooked the himanos kan. That therefore the teacher of Chananya ben Chachinoi, Mishum de Rabbi Akiva, because of Rabbi Akiva, lehodia to tell us shehu hearts of acherim hearts lefanav. The Rabbi Akiva taught him. There are people that taught in front of him. Ava Rabbi Elazar ben Arach lo acherim hearts lefanav. There wasn't people that taught him. Velo hu hearts lefnei misha hearts lefnei acherim. And he also didn't teach to people who went and go taught other people. So therefore, they didn't teach Rabbi Elazar ben Arach. So right before we're about to learn the story of the Pardes, we learn about Messiah. We learn about the importance of giving this over, of learning this, and then teaching this to people. That's what Moshe Yosef says. He was telling us before. So where's my Messiah? I'll tell you, Rabbi Brownstein. It's Rahmanovich.
You learned this Gemara?
We learned Shas.
You up on 86 in 2 words.
We learned Shot in all of the parties, me and Ray Brownstein. All right, anyways, so much love to the Heliga Yeshiva, Shkoyach Gadol. We got a Shteign here with a special treat. We got Moshe Yosef Blond. You know, they call him Moshe Yosef Blond, the Rami, because everyone is always slugging him up. So it's Rami. That's why they call him the Rami, because there's always getting slugged.
Rami?
The Rami,
You know
the Moshe Yosef. Yeah.
No, that's not Moshe Yosef.
The Moshe Yosef is always getting slugged up. That's what they call him.
The Rami is Rabbi Mordechai Yafa. He's a Lavush.
Also the Lavush.
These guys learn the Lavush.
You guys learn the
The
Lavush?
Chafetz Chaim in his Ogdama, the Chelak Aleph, not Chelak Gimel, gives a shout out. He says, Baruch Hashem, we have Svarim like the Lavush. You know what the Lavush is?
Baruch Hashem, we have Svarim like
Who's
the Aruch
Lavush?
HaShulchan.
Who's Lavush?
Who's the Lavush?
You don't know Lavush?
The Rami. The
Lavush is the
Rami.
Talmud Muvach of the Ramah.
The Rami, Talmud of the Ramah. Very geschmack. All right, so signing off. Much love, everybody. Shteign in there. Episode, who knows what we're up to? Season 2 episode question mark. I think like 8 or 9. But tomorrow, the par days. It's going to be fire. Be in a place that's not going to incinerate. Gotta be safe. Much love. Good Shabbos. Kol Tov. Peace out, guys. Shkoyach.
For enhancing our afternoon
Shkoyach.
over here in New York with the Torah. Shkoyach. Very good.